You are my son!
A ninja with the Force. A galaxy in his hands.
Hello everyone, welcome to What If Naruto Was the Son of Darth Vader movie. Before we start, please go support Victor Van Helsing 6 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken character's gender, but of course Naruto is a male. After being stuck on a planet with his wife and having a son in the Leaf Village, the powerful Lord Vader had received his son, his greatest wish, but at that moment a problem arose. The powerful nine-tailed Kyokushin escaped from the wife of the current Hokage Minato Namikaze, after helping him seal the Kyokushin in his son Naruto, and in the daughters of Minato, the Lord of the Sids, had to leave with his wife to help the Federation and help invade the GD Temple. The Lord of the Sid entrusted his only son to Hokage Minato, but warned him that if he harmed him or if his son is hurt, he will annihilate 3 of the village in revenge without more. The two Padme and Lord Vader left in their ship, but he did not obey them. 5 years have passed, and the child Naruto is pursued by an angry mob. This is reached and brutally beaten, and with such cruelty, that they put a kanji on him that says demon, and they leave it to its fate. The next morning, a huge ship appears, and inside it is Lord Vader and Padme waiting to see their son. What would happen when they arrive and see if their son is almost dead? The Lord of the Sids will destroy Konoha. Discover in this story revenge, love and a new clan, the clan of the Sids. The arrival of Lord Vader and the sealing of the Kyuubi. Narrator. In a galaxy far, far away, after the destruction of the Death Star, Lord Vader and his wife Padme are on a badly damaged ship and the Lord of the Sith enter a distant planet in the Outer Rim. LVE. I can't get the ship to enter the planet normally. Padme, hold on. Padme. Of course my love. Narrator. On the outskirts of Konoha, Minato was waiting for his wife, who was bathing in a nearby lake, when a huge structure fell from the sky and crashed to the ground. Minato. Curse, what the hell was that? When he saw her he couldn't say anything because what was in front of him was almost from another world. Narrator. From among the twisted irons, the cabin was hit from inside, and the door flew out and out came a woman and a man wearing very strange masks. Minato. Who are they? Who are you, stranger, and what is this planet, and tell me who you are. I am Minato Namikaze from the village of Konoha, and tell me who you are and tell me your names. My name is Padme Amidala. And my name is Anakin Skywalker, but you can tell me by my title Lord Vader, and who you are. Man, are you separatist or Republican? Taking out the two and lighting their red lightsabers. Minato. I am not, and what is separatist and Republican? I do not understand them. I am waiting for my wife, but what is that? It seems like a type of kune, it is very strange. Minato. Who are they? Minato. They are foreigners, Kushina, who fell from the sky. Excuse me, but your transport crashed and can't continue. Not while you fix it. I'll give you accommodation. My wife is pregnant and needs care. Anakin. Yes, my wife is also pregnant and I really appreciate your support. Let's go, Minato, but my ship is destroyed and will be of no use, but I sent a distress signal to other ships. They will soon come to help me, but for now I have requested asylum in your village. Minato. Of course you will be my guest, Lord Vader. Narrator. At the gate of the Leaf Village there were 2 guards sleeping, and Minato writes them down in the book. Anakin. Keep a close eye on your village. Minato. The same since not long ago. Kushina. Padme, tell me what those red lightsabers are. Padme. They are the sabers of the Sith of the dark side, and they are given to very capable people like me and my husband, but tell me how many months old you are. I am 3. Kushina. What a coincidence, we're also going to the doctor tomorrow. The Uzumaki mansion is at your service. Narrator. During that time the Lord of the Sith studied chakra and how to use it in battle without hand seals, being rooted in the dark power, his power grew, and he discovered a way to be faster and veils. His wife Padme learned that he had a Kensekai. Studying more she learned that he had something called wood tuning, and that it was very rare in the shinobi world. Her husband focused on learning variation jutsus, such as metal, lightning, typhoon, and the strangest of all lava elements. Little by little he adapted and became stronger and earned a nickname in the shinobi world, the Black Demon or Crimson Sword. No one in their 5 senses was crazy enough to face him, and along with the Yellow Lightning Konoha were indestructible. 6 months have passed, and his wives are waiting for their children. On that day it arrived. The 2 women were in labor. Kushina and Padme were about to give birth. The 2 midwives were attentive to complications, and finally the 3 children were crying. Midwife. Miss Padme, your son is beautiful with blonde hair and blue eyes, and Miss Kushina, your daughters are beautiful, one with golden hair and blue eyes and the other with red hair and purple eyes. Well, the daughters of the Hokages and Lord Vader. Lord Vader. Who are you? Minato. This is a private place, you shouldn't be here. What beautiful daughters, Minato. Minato. Leave them. Don't worry, I just want your wife out of nowhere. This was expelled by Padme with the Force. What the hell is she? Padme. Don't come any closer, damn it, these children are mine and Kushina's. Minato. I'll take them to the he couldn't say more because his daughter had a kunai around her neck. No damn it. Kushina come or I'll kill her. Kushina. Lord Vader take my daughters. Lord Vader. Of course, don't worry, Minato and I will do our best. At that moment, he was attracting the children and they were in his arms, carrying the two infants with the force, while Padme went with her husband and Minato. Minato. Now give me my daughter. Yes, take it, throwing the baby while he takes Kushina to an unknown place. Minato. Damn it, took him away. Lord Vader. I know where she is, give me the girl, Padme, and I will take her to the hospital. Come on, hurry up. Hokkaido is in the forest with 5 pillars. Minato. I know where it is, I'll see you in the village. Narrator. In another place where Kushina and the stranger, well, the seal that contained the Kyuubi is about to break. Kushina. Wretch, you will pay for this with your life, my husband and Lord Vader will never forgive you, haha. Don't scream, nobody can hear you, but your screams are horrible, shut up, it's time to go out, Kyuubi, come out. On his mask he stood in front of the screen and in front of his eye, and the 3-bladed Sharingan was formed with which he controlled and released the Kyuubi from Kushina's belly. At that moment the powerful 9-tailed Kyuubi came out and roared terribly, Kyuubi kill her, she is no longer of use to me. The powerful Kyuubi also its claw and with force crushed Kushina, or so the hooded man thought, because on top of a tree were Minato and Kushina safe and sound. And at that moment the two, the monster and the hooded man, disappeared. Kushina. My daughter, where is she? Minato. He's safe with them, let's go to the village. They're certainly not planning anything good with the Kyuubi. Narrator. In the village everyone was evacuating the village because Lord Vader was taking everyone out for protection, because if the Kyuubi was out, it would be a dangerous problem. The clan chiefs respected the powerful Lord of the Sid and his decisions, and that was one that they always obeyed because he always anticipated events that would happen in hours, and they were not wrong, because the powerful Kyuubi appeared in the middle of the city, and the clans and people were impressed by how accurate the Sid was, and thanks to his accurate premonition, they managed to ensure that the damages were only material. While Minato arrived at Mount Hokkaido, where he was watching how the third and the others tried to ensure that the men did not die in vain when fighting with that beast from hell. At the scene, the same man who kidnapped his wife appeared before Minato and chased him until they were right in front of each other. After the battle, Minato along with Padme and Anakin stopped the Kyuubi, and after an enormous battle where the powerful Sith immobilizes the Kyuubi by climbing on it, the 3 of them along with the Kyuubi disappeared in another place. The Kyuubi saw them without the control of that man, but at that moment Kushina caught the Kyuubi. It was tied with Kushina's chains, and she had the 3 babies in her power in the place, and she was accompanied by 3 men who made the seal of the parka where the 3 said. Parka stamp. Narrator. From the shadows emerged the imposing figure. Shinigami. Who want pathetic humans? Minato. Vader allows the soul and body of the Kyuubi to be in your son. Lord Vader. Fine, but promise me something. If the separatists come and take us, you will look after my son, understood, or I will charge you heavily if you fail. Shinigami. It's a promise, Minato, if you break it 3/4 of the population of this place will be mine, and a new clan will be born from its ashes, do you understand? Minato. Claro, Shinigami-sama. Shinigami. Then tell me what I have to do. Minato. I ask that the body and soul of the Kyuubi be placed in Lord Vader's son, and that its power be shared among my daughters Mina and Kusumi. Shinigami. Okay, at that moment the power was divided into the 2 daughters of Minato, and the body and soul in the son of Lord Vader. I proceed to take his man years. Of course, Shinigami-sama. Shinigami. Then I hope you have a birthday, Minato, because this village and its well-being depend on this child. Narrator. Everything returned to normal, and at that moment Sarutobi arrives with his group and says. Sarutobi. Aching, Minato, it's a pleasure to see you alive, let's go to the hospital, the 2 matriarchs need me to take care of them and their children too, let's go. Minato and Aching. Yes, Sarutobi-sama. Narrator. Far from the outer rim, 2 battleships are searching for the Lord of the Sith to end the battle with the GT. At that moment, a distress alarm sounds. Commander. General Grievous, we have a distress signal on an unknown planet in the outer rim, and it's from Lord Vader's ship. General Grievous. They're waiting for Lord Vader. They need us. Come on, enter light speed now. Commander. Yes, sir. Narrator. At that moment, he disappears and reappears on the planet. Commander. We're here, General. General Grievous. Take the clones and a reconnaissance ship, we have to find Lord Vader and quickly. Master Palpatine will be furious if we don't find him quickly. Let me go personally, Grievous. G. Grievous. Okay, but don't let anyone see you, understand, Balin already. If not, worry, General Grievous. We'll continue. Narrator. After burying those who fell in the battle against the Kubi, some who sacrificed themselves to help and defend the village from that monster, Minato and his daughters were with his wife, and there was something strange. Lord Vader's son shone with a red chakra, and the baby had 3 whiskers on each side, and his eyes turned red, and then he returned to normal. Lord Vader and Padme didn't care much about that, while Minato saw the child as a monster, and that would be his mistake. Anakin. My son is different, and I see that he will be an incredible dark sword. At that moment, he saw a flash of an image of someone carrying a red lightsaber. Padme. Anakin, what happened? Anakin. I saw our son as a Sith, he will be an incredible dark Sith, Padme. Narrator. At that moment a huge Venator cruiser appears in the sky. Then from this a ship is deployed, and the Sith Lord comes out without his mask, and at that moment a clone battleship comes down. Narrator. A man came out of this ship and said. My lord, I'm glad you're fine, we thought you were dead, but thanks to the Dark Force you're fine, master. Anakin. Jar Jar, it's good to see you, my student. Jar Jar. My lord, I will continue to wait for your decision until you reveal to the Jedi that I am a Sith. The Jedi are losing the battle on Coruscant, and they are all in the Jedi temple. Come on, my lord, you need to eliminate them. We have to go. Lord Palpatine wants me to return to Coruscant to invade it completely. I will go with Yoda and the Jedi Council. Padme. Anakin, I'll say goodbye to Naruto. Jar Jar. My lady Padme, I return your lightsaber to you, I will take mine. Padme. Better save this will be for my son. Jar Jar. If my mistress doesn't worry, this one will be ready for her son. Anakin. In the Jedi temple I learned the name of a very strong and powerful Jedi who was exiled and who controlled both sides, the dark and the light. His name was Naruto, but there isn't much information about that Jedi. My son will be called Naruto Skywalker, that will be his name, Minato. I hope you keep your promise. Minato. Go with confidence, I and the village will protect your son in the name of my daughters, I promise you. Jar Jar. My lord, we have to go. Padme. See you Naruto, I know you'll be happy, and that when we return you'll be safe from the Empire. Anakin. We will be waiting for the day to see you again Naruto, see you my son. Narrator. The two took their masks and left with Jar Jar. At that moment the two enter the ship and see for the last time the baby in Kushina's arms and go up to the sky while the ship closes, and they go up to the sky and see several destroyers. At that moment the two are welcomed by their crew and General Grievous. Grievous. It's time to go my lord, the war is about to end, it's time to go. We don't know how long we'll be gone until we have the entire empire at our fingertips, but we will manage to defeat the Federation. Don't worry, this planet will be erased from the databases and will remain hidden. Lord Vader. All right, General, let's go in quickly, light now. Grievous. Come on, let's start, let's go droids. Droids? Yes, sir. Narrator. At that moment the ship disappeared. On Naruto's planet the current Hokage said something he would regret for the rest of his life. Minato. He took the baby and went to a secluded place where he called an Anbu and said Anbu wolf. An Anbu with a wolf mask appeared in front of him and said, I want you to take the child to the orphanage and say that he was taken to a safe place where no one should know about this, understood with a commanding voice. Lobo. Yes, Minato-sama. Narrator. Among the shadows, 4 women were watching Minato, and when they saw their mistake with hatred, they followed the wolf Anbu who left the child in a decadent and dilapidated orphanage, and he disappeared. They left quickly and saw the baby with white skin, blonde hair and eyes like sapphires, and they said. That idiot wants the Sith Lord to kill us, maybe he's crazy. We're going to take him to a safe place far from the village. You know there's no way around it if we do it. I have seen the power of the Sith, I don't want to make him angry, come on, we have to get him out today. Then I will put him in a Jinjutsu until we leave the village. At that moment she sees a flash and sees a young man with blonde hair holding a blue saber and sees a strange woman with 2 green sabers next to him. What was that? We have to go, let's move. Narrator. They took him and disappeared knowing that this baby would be the salvation of their village because the Sith Lord Vader could kill everyone for the stupidity he did, but they would take care of him until he matured. The fall of Coruscant, the death of Palpatine. P1. Narrator. On the outskirts of Coruscant, a battle was raging between the Republic and the Empire to take control of the gigantic planet and be the one to rule the galaxy. Luke. Master, where are we because now the clones are attacking us? Obi-Wan. Damn, with the fall of several planets to the Empire, our number has become smaller and their new battle droids are giving us many more problems than before, cover yourself, student. Luke. See Maestro. Narrator. Well, this was happening in the orbit of the planet and the ships of the Empire and the Republicans were fighting while in hyperspace the 3 ships of the Empire where Anakin and Padme were thinking about their son. Padme. Do you think Naruto is okay on that planet, Anakin? Anakin. If she'll be okay, don't worry, Padme, when we return she'll be protected by Minato, I swear she'll be fine. Rebus. My lord, we are about to arrive. Anakin. My helmet. Padme. Mine too. Commander. Yes, my lords are here. Narrator. The two put on their helmets and cloaks as they walked to the cockpit of a battleship, while Grievous followed them. Lord Vader. With a distorted voice, how are our forces, General Grievous? Grievous. Very well, my lord, we are winning and the few Republicans are losing to us, soon the GD Temple will fall. Lady Surker. With a distorted voice, no, the GD Temple is ours and we will go for them, you just keep everyone at bay, understood? Grievous. Don't worry my lady, you will be the only ones who have that great right to kill the GD. El Vader. Come on Lady Surker. El Surker. Yes my love. Narrator. The clone battleship was descending, and it enters the planet between the ships of the Republicans and Separatists that are fighting. Lord Vader and Lady Surker were about to land when a GD slams them against the ground with the force, but from between the twisted irons a huge tree came out, and from this came Anakin and Padme falling to their feet in front of a group of Padawans. Curse, what was that, and who are not those? Are Lord Vader and Lady Surker, it is impossible they died in the Death Star. Lord Vader. You GD trash, you're just cannon fodder. Lady Surker. Dear, I'll take care of them, and they're just Padawans. Lord Vader. It's fine, my dear, you win. I just hope it's not just garbage, GD. Narrator. As two women come out of the shadows to see Lord Vader, one is a Mandalorian and the other an armed Twi'lek. Lord Vader. Ali, Eliza report. Ali, we managed to infiltrate sir. The GD are in the GD Temple along with Yar Yar, and the Inquisitors are on their way, my lord. Eliza. I will get into position and attack from within, sir, you know that I am the best Mandalorian, and I owe you my life, my lord. Lord Vader. Well done, go to your position, Eliza and Ali, you will come with me, let my wife have fun, ha 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 ha. Narrator. The group of more than 10 Padawans was stalking Lady Surker, but she just laughs. At that moment, the 10 men and women engage in a war without quarter. The sparks from the sabers colliding were tremendous, and the strength of the Shid woman was terrible, so much so that a blow from her arm against the floor pushed them back, and some fell badly. Only 5 got up. They saw the terror when she took off her mask and said. Lady Surker. Kaiten Die Enden, great ball of fire, the 5 could not move and were burned to the bone. Wow, pathetic, but before that I took this, taking the almost charred sabers out of her hands, but she destroyed them, and there were the 2-toned Kyber crystals. This is great, more for my collection. All. And oh. My friends, my comrades who are women. Lady Surker. I'm your stupid nightmare, throwing her with the force, and she fell and saw her friends as they went against the Shid, but they were brutally murdered, and she saw her with hatred. Damn GDR just trash, you're a main girl. Damn, I'll tell you my name before you die. My name is Alicia and I'm going to kill you, damn Shid. Narrator. At that moment the two look at each other defiantly and the saber battle begins. The two move very well and counter the movements. The two hit hard, the two sabers seem like they are going to break, but the two coordinate very well until the Padawan becomes confident and she receives an electric attack in the chest, sending her against a wall. She is massacred by blows by the Shid, and when Alicia wants to hit her, Circle grabs her arm, breaking her bones, while she screams in pain. Lady Surker. That you weren't going to kill me, bitch, where is that determination? Tell me. Damn GD, lifting her by the hair and hitting her body. Where? Tell me, do you cry for your friends, hitting her wasted arm, and she screams in pain? Where is that sense of justice? Where? Hitting her face, and Alicia fell to the ground, crawling, bleeding and badly wounded. At that moment, Surker runs her through with his red lightsaber, killing her instantly, and the camera moves away from her eyes as she dies. Silly Padawan trying to kill Lord Vader's wife, you are insolent. Well, it was a good hunt, 10 Kyber crystals to corrupt, grabbing them, and from these came out red streaks, and after a few minutes she saw them, they were red like her blood, and that made her feel happy. Finally I can create this, taking out a micro saber in the shape of a kunai, but without the tip at its base is a vi. She opens the compartment and puts in a crystal Kyber corrupted and turns it on, and it is a kunai saber doing the same. But the others putting them on his waist and says the first step is done. At that moment the GD masters Adi Gallia, Coleman Kaj and Ajen Kohler arrive. Adi Gallia, damn you, how dare you kill children. Ajen Kohler. You will pay dearly for killing those innocent children. Coleman Kaj. You'll pay for this with your life, Surker. Lady Surker. I don't think so, because you will die by my GD hands. Narrator. In the Senate, Chancellor Palpatine sat in his chair and looked at the devastation and said. Palpatine. The universe is at the palm of my hand. I don't think so, teacher. Palpatine. No, it's impossible. You should be with Padme. How is it possible that you're here, Anakin Skywalker? Anakin. I'm here to defeat evil and live as a free person, you bastard. Palpatine. No, I can't believe it, you ha. Anakin. Well, I would think twice, Palpatine. Behind him, 10 more Anakin came out and surrounded the old man who angrily said. Palpatine. Damn you, how dare you, how did you do this, tell me, Anakin. Anakin. That's a secret. At that moment the 11 Anakin went against him, while the master of the Shid remained expectant before his student who had another power. To be continued. Narrator. Somewhere in Coruscant space was the Millennium Falcon firing its cannons. And it was Luke and Leia along with Chewbacca and Han Solo, along with their assistants Droid C-3PO and R2-D2 entering the war that they could not stop, and Han Solo says. Han. We have to go for Yoda and the other Jedi, otherwise the whole galaxy will fall to the shit. Damn, they're shooting at us, we have to enter Coruscant, hold on, there's no turning back, let's go in, I hope the Jedi hold out until we enter, let's go Luke. Luke. My brother is here, I feel him, next to your sister Leia. Leia. So they're here too, it's time to fight, honey. Luke. If I know, they will be the ones who fall today, dear. The fall of Coruscant, the death of Palpatine, hell, Konoha P1. In the previous chapter. Narrator. In the Senate, Chancellor Palpatine sat in his chair and looked at the devastation and said. Palpatine. The universe is at the palm of my hand. I don't think so, teacher. Palpatine. No, it's impossible, you should be with Padme, how is it possible that you're here, Anakin Skywalker? Anakin. I'm here to defeat evil and live as a free person, you bastard. Palpatine. No, I can't believe it, you bastard. Anakin. Well, I would think twice, Palpatine. Behind him, 10 more Anakin came out and surrounded the old man who angrily said. Palpatine. Damn you, how dare you, how did you do this, tell me, Anakin. Anakin. That's a secret. At that moment the 11 Anakin went against him, while the master of the Shid remained expectant before his student who had another power. Current chapter. Narrator. The 12 were fighting with speed, the sabers collided with force, Anakin hit Palpatine hard, who could only defend himself from the 11 men who attacked him with force and coordination. He had to take out his second lightsaber, but he was far outmatched, but he managed to defeat 10 of Anakin's clones, and looked at his apprentice and said. Palpatine. I have underestimated you, my student, but you still have a long way to go to stop me. Anakin. Seriously, because from what I see, your strength is not what it used to be. Damn, you're on your last legs, you won't be able to stop me with that power. Palpatine. Idiot, I'm just playing with you. Soon your stupid revolution will end, and I will be the master of the entire galaxy, and your beloved wife will be a bore for the clones. Anakin. You should have kept your comments to yourself, Palpatine, because now nothing and no one will be able to stop my fury. He cut Palpatine's arm with great speed, and he just looked at his arm on the ground and screamed at such a fact. Yelling won't do you any good, dog. Palpatine. What are you? That's not your power. Whose power is it? Tell me, damn it, where did you get such power from? Anakin. I'm not going to tell you, this is your end, dog, no one will come to defend you. At that moment, General Grievous and his clones arrive, which pointed Anakin. Palpatine. Ha ha ha, General Grievous, it's good to see you kill the traitor. Ha 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 ha, I told you, my dear student, nothing in this life is forever. Ha 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 ha. At that moment the clones point to Chancellor Palpatine, he sees Grievous take out his 4 red lightsabers, and that amazes him. What is this, Anakin? Betrayal, you had everything planned, right? Anakin. If I have everything planned, you will die here and I will do everything, and not only that, I will see my son at the end of this pathetic war. You are dead, Palpatine. Fire Jutsu, Great Fireball. Palpatine dies, but at that moment, with the Force, Palpatine stops the powerful fireball with his hand. Palpatine. Damn Anakin, where do you get so much power from? But it won't last long, this will be your turn. At that moment he sees how his remaining arm falls to the ground severed by a red lightsaber, and the fireball hits him full on, burning him, but leaving him alive but on the verge of death. Company Co, how can I, the most powerful Sith of all, be defeated by a nobody like you, Hyuga? Spitting blood. Grievous. You trusted the enemy and that brought you down, Master. Balinus. Jumping with her lit saber pierces Palpatine's body. Die once and for all, stupid. At that moment Palpatine screams and he ceases to exist. Well done, General Grievous, it was a good entrance, your future is assured. Command the others, I will go for the damn Jedis. Surely my dear wife is playing with the Jedis. Narrator. In the 3 GD could not with Lady Surker. Body Gallia. Damn, how are you so fast? On her body she had many cuts and her head had a trickle of blood running towards her eye. Agen Kohler. I've never seen anything like that. Huag spitting blood and missing one of his arms. Coleman Kaj. How is it that you do this? You are not a Shid, you are something more. Damn. Lady Surker. GD don't understand, right? They're just puppets. They just think they can stop the dark side. I don't believe it. The three will fall here. There's no hope. GD. At that moment, three kunai sabers pass through the bodies of Coleman, Ajen and Abi, falling inert in front of the woman who destroys their sabers and takes their crystals for herself. The world is at the palm of my hand. Surely my husband must already have the plan, right, dear? Ha 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 ha. Narrator. At the gates of the GD temple are all the masters, including Master Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yoda. I feel an evil force coming here, masters, keep this place safe. But he sees in the distance a dark shadow with a Twi'lek next to that shadow of pure darkness that was none other than the ex-GD Master Anakin. He is here. Luke. Luke. Brother, everyone to your posts. Guards, protect the door now. Guards. Yes sir, Luke. Ryder. Put Lord Vader instead of this one, and almost all the GD Kit Fisto will face Anakin alone. Narrator. At that moment, Yoda's closest friends escape from Lord Vader, who walks patiently. At that moment, a group of GD stays behind to prevent extinction. These are Jocasta, Yaddle, Ali, Balaba, Koth, Poof, Even, Rancis, Terra, Coleman, CC, Shock, and Master Mace Windu. Windu. Don't let Ali, Balaba, Terra and you Koth get past this place. Let's go, the next group will go further ahead. Let's go, we have to defend Yoda and the others. Let's go. Ali. You will not pass from here, traitor. Balaba. You are scum, Vader, this will be your end. Terra. This time we will finish off the Siths once and for all, and you will fall with them, traitor. Koth. It's time to judge your sins with a GD. We gave you a place and you betrayed us, damn Anakin. Vader. But look, we have here those who said that I would not resist the training, but look at me, here I am, GD Masters, but I have a surprise for you that you will like. From behind him, three dark and terrible figures come out. Vader. Let's start, GD. The three went against the four masters, and they attacked, but they were almost unstoppable. The four tried by all means to stop them, but it was impossible. What happens? Perhaps they lost faith in their strength or are just stupid. Ali hits the saber of one of the clones hard, but more and more come out until there are 100 who easily surround the scared GD, who are outnumbered now, being a small group of 4 against more than 100, but with their abilities they manage to stop them, but even so, there were too many for the 4 GD at that moment. One of them, Terra, is pierced by multiple sabers, cutting him in half. This is all they have. GD screaming loudly and furiously. Ali. No. Terra Haya hitting hard the saber of one of the Vader clones, which was sliced in half, but it burst into smoke. Impossible. A copy. No. Her arm was sliced, and Lord Vader held her rising several meters in the air, and she tried to get away but in vain. Cough. No. Ali, leave her, you damn thing, running against him, but instead of helping her he was surprised by a strange 4-pointed weapon like a red lightsaber which surprised him, but it exploded, and it was Vader who pierced him, killing him instantly. Bad die. 2-0 and he fell to the ground dead. Vader. And this is the GD Elite, how pathetic. Balaba. Curse dog, you will pay for that, Haya. But she did not notice the huge group which little by little diminished her and was cutting her multiple times with the sabers which slowly killed her. What is this? Because they are not just residual images, they are real. Like at that moment she pierced her shoulder with a saber. Haya. How is it possible? Haya. Another saber pierced her leg and she fell to the ground, but the Lord of the Sith was piercing her in non-vital points such as legs, arms and other joints. Hey Haya, you are a son of a bitch. Lord Vader. Vader, maybe, but I don't think so. The 4 clones looked at her and pierced her multiple times until there was nothing left but a woman torn apart by the inert cuts, and at that moment they all disappeared, and she said to her last prey that it is suicidal to defend something that has already died. Hahaha, fools, but it is banal and foolish, but that's how you are. It's time to die, damn GD. At that moment, Lady Surkur appears holding Abi's head with force, and he sees her. Dear, you brought back a memory. Tell me to what I owe the honor of your sublime beauty, my love. El Surkur. Don't be flattering, if you allow me, leave this to me, my love. Let's test if your GD powers really protect you or not. Putting 7 swords around him and took 2 in his hands and said, Rayton Thundergate. Narrator. The GD Master only saw the powerful beam that pierced her, leaving her dead, while Lord Vader released her and let her fall to the ground, while her body looked like coal, and the 4 GD lightsabers headed for Lord Vader's hands, and he took out the Kyber crystals, corrupted them, put them in compartments, and said, El Vader. More fools for my collection. Come on, dear. We have to send more GD to hell. Or, dear, I'll kill the only thing that threatened us. We're free and we can live with our son when we return. El Surkur. How good, without that old man the galaxy will be our sons. El Vader. Come on, dear, I'm going for the rest. I know they are here. Be careful, my brother and your sister are here to try to stop us. Fools. Come on, dear, but first, transformation jutsu. F. Palpatine. All commanders execute Order 66. Narrator. while the group of GD fight with a large number of clones all over the planet and Obi-Wan is with his group and is attacked out of nowhere while in other places on Coruscant the GD are attacked and killed by the clones and they do not know why, well several of the GD try to stop them, but there are too many along with the battle droids which prevent them from passing to where the Millennium Falcon is and being able to escape. Hal. You shoot those junk. Chewbacca. You shooting at the multiple clones and battle droids which have them surrounded while Mace and others stop the pile of shots from the clones and battle droids. Yoda. This is impossible, our troops joining the enemy is impossible. Luke. I lost connection with Master Obi-Wan, Master Yoda, and I also feel the pain of those who fell all over Coruscant. How is it possible that the shit succeeded in defeating the Republic? Yoda. This terrible being, there are few GD, and I know that some are in distant places, far in the outer rim, but there are only 4, Master Windu, take charge of defeating the traitor. We will try to go for the Millennium Falcon and get them out of here. Complete your mission. See you in 20 minutes at the Angera. 4 of us will wait for you and one more thing, come back with good mace. They went through a door and it's sealed behind them. Windu. S hara componen mespera mestra jacasta vala con el meister Yoda. Jacasta. No, I won't leave without you, Windu. El Vader. Well, they will never leave this planet, they will only be corpses in my hands, it's time for the GD to face a higher power hahaha. Come, I'm waiting for you. Angry and with hate. Windu. He's not going to get out of here alive, GD Masters. It will continue. Narrator. While on another planet far away from wars and death, a child sees the moon as if knowing that he is not from there. This pain that I feel does not compare to the pain that I feel far from this place. I know I do not belong here, right? This is my prison, but I know that they will come soon. I know it. I feel something that I do not understand, but I feel it. He concentrated and a wave of force occurred. On one side it was white and on the other red, but in the middle of it there was a subtle gray line which widened and he managed to see 2 figures. A woman and a man with red capes and sabers, and the child took his saber and said, "Who are you? Tell me." "We are your parents, my son, wait, we will come for you soon." He turned off his saber and ran to them and hugged them. "Soon, just wait, my dear Naruto." Narrator. In all the GD and Sith they felt an incredible force that balanced the scales, or perhaps it is the war that is coming to the galaxy. The fall of Coruscant, the death of Palpatine. Konoha Hell P2. In the previous chapter. Narrator. While the group of GD fight with a large number of clones all over the planet and Obi-Wan is with his group and is attacked out of nowhere while in other places on Coruscant, the GD are attacked and killed by the clones and they do not know why, well several of the GD try to stop them, but there are too many along with the battle droids which prevent them from passing to where the Millennium Falcon is and being able to escape. Hal. You shoot those junk. Chewbacca. You shooting at the multiple clones and battle droids which have them surrounded while Mace and others stop the pile of shots from the clones and battle droids. Yoda. This is impossible, our troops joining the enemy is impossible. Luke. I lost connection with Master Obi-Wan, Master Yoda, and I also feel the pain of those who fell all over Coruscant. How is it possible that the shit succeeded in defeating the Republic? Yoda. This terrible being, there are few GD, and I know that some are in distant places, far in the outer rim, but there are only 4, Master Windu, take charge of defeating the traitor. We will try to go for the Millennium Falcon and get them out of here. Complete your mission. See you in 20 minutes at the Angera. 4 of us will wait for you and one more thing, come back with good mace. They went through a door and it's sealed behind them. Windu. S hara componen mespera mestra jacasta vala con el meister Yoda. Jacasta. No, I won't leave without you, Windu. El Vader. Well, they will never leave this planet, they will only be corpses in my hands, it's time for the GD to face a higher power hahaha. Come, I'm waiting for you. Angry and with hate. El Circer. Well, it's time to die, despicable GD, everyone here is going to die. Windu. They don't drink from this GD Masters. In the current chapter. Narrator. Windu went with everything along with his companions, but something made him stop dead in his tracks. At that moment Lord Vader and Lady Circer made hand poses and said. El Vader per El Circer. Clone jutsu. From behind them came out 4 clones and an extra one of Lady Circer to face the 9 Jedis. Let's start, GD Masters, this will be your grave, no one will survive us. Rider. As you saw in the previous chapter, you already know about Lord Vader's clones, but not Lady Circer's. Here they are, without further ado, let's continue. Windu. What is this? It's not an illusion. This is more than that. Be careful, fight with everything, comrades, go ahead. Narrator. The first to start was Even Peel, but he faced one of the copies of Lord Vader, but from one moment to another, he tried to hit with the force, but he remained static and even pierced him. He smiled, but he turned into a log. The master looked up and saw Vader and he said. El Vader. Water element water gun jutsu. Rider, you already know which ones to put. Windu. No, even you're a damn Vader, but at that moment Lady Surker intercepts him, and the others fight hard. How is it that you have this power? It's not possible, you are not normal. Poof. Let's finish this Lady Surker, he went against her, but the woman just avoided him. At that moment she separated and said. Berserker Earth Release Petrification Jutsu. Poof. What is this? Ah, I can't move, haha, hiya help me. He could only watch as his body turned into rock to the astonishment of the GD, and Lady Surker took his lightsaber from him, watching with a smile as the GD turned into a statue. Berserker. Full walking and hit poof hard, and he broke down in front of the eyes of those present. He wanted to look at the ground, hahaha. Vader. Yes, I saw it as a very good decision, dear. Oppo. Wretch going with speed against her, but in the blink of an eye Lord Vader was in front of him and said. Vader. Cursed blood control jutsu. He put his hand on his chest, and his own blood turned into spikes inside him, killing him instantly. Everyone just watched as he fell, and Lord Vader took his lightsaber, and he fell inert. You deserve that, and more. Damn, that's for wanting to hurt my wife. Now who's next? Hahaha. Coleman. Damn Vader, but he was repelled by Lady Circle, and she pierced him with her saber shurikens, and he fell to pieces, and the shurikens returned to his hands without hurting him. El Sunkel. You want a piece of my sky, hahaha, you deserve that, and more for trying to hurt my husband, plus he has to teach his son the dark side and rule the galaxy. Vader. Oh dear, thinking about the future of our son, that is something incredible. Hugging her in the middle of everyone present. Well, what are we left with? I remember the extinction of the pathetic GD. Seriously, they never get tired of seeing their friends fall like flies. Or what do you say, Windu? Yaddle. Enough of your jokes, this one we are going to kill you. Lord Vader. The five went against them, and 3 clones, 2 of Lord Vader and 1 of Lady Surker, clashed their sabers against Ian, Shock and Jocasta, while the originals hit their sabers against Mace and Yaddle. You are a bastard, along with her, kill my companions like that, damn Lord Vader. Mace. I thought they would fight fairly, but I see they are trash. Lady Circle. Narrator. Everyone fought with determination and strength, hitting the sabers and taking out sparks. At that moment Ian, Shock and Jocasta eliminate the clones of Vader and Circle, and they go against each of the enemies, and they coordinate with Mace and Ian to fight hard and stop Lady Circle, but she hurts 2 of them with force, leaving Mace barely standing, but suddenly she hits his arms hard and he crashes into a wall and sees her. Mace. What was that? I never thought shits had this power. How is it possible? My hands are shaking from the blow. Berserker. Fool, I didn't put any power, and none of the force is just brute force. Its name on the planet where I went is called Taijutsu, an art which allows you to destroy a clone ship with ease, and you will take this to the grave. Mace. Narrator. She went quickly and hit Mace's body hard, and he tried to hit her, but it was useless. The woman's power was tremendous to the point of breaking several bones, including his arms, which with one blow she broke in half. Mace. Aha damn, he tried to move his saber with force and stop her violent attack, but it was split in half by her, and his weapon was so damaged that he couldn't help much. How is this possible? Tell me. While he got up very badly and saw Ian get up, and that gave him hope, but it vanished immediately when he said. Berserker. Fool, do you think that idiot will help you? Well, look at this. Metal release jutsu death spikes. From behind Ian with the metal behind him, metallic spikes came out, killing him instantly, but it didn't end that way, because Mace was impaled by the metal spikes on his shoulders and legs, while she watched her husband's fight with the 3 remaining GD. Look carefully, Mace, look how your friends fall before my husband, and you see them die without being able to do anything. Mace. No, they howled, but he saw how Lord Vader killed Shock by splitting her in half with his lightsaber, and Yaddle cut off her head in front of Jocasta, while she crawled with the little strength she had left. Jocasta knew. Vader. The GD do not exist, and your hope with those who are with Yoda will also leave, because I have an infiltrator right now. The last GD, Yoda and Obi-Wan, my stupid brother Luke and Leia, will be dead to know that they had an infiltrator, and nobody noticed. Hahaha, the face of those 4. I would pay a fortune to see it, but for now I settle for yours. Mace. Jocasta. The name of that infiltrator is Jar Jar. Did you think it was someone else? Not my dear big-eared companion, because you think that. Nothing ever happened to him because he was so resistant despite being at death's door and helping them. Hahaha, he was a great piece, and now he must be with Order 66. Haha, I'm going to like that. Hahaha. Narrator. In Ship Hangar 4, 6 survivors and 2 droids are fighting the droids and clones that are blocking the Millennium Falcon's path. Yoda. We have to get to the ship. Jar Jar, take cover. While everyone was stopping the advance of the enemies, at that moment Jar Jar puts his hand in front of him and stops the blaster shots, and everyone is forcibly expelled, destroying the droids and killing all the clones, turning around and seeing with those red eyes those present. Jar Jar, what is that? No, you were our partner. Jar Jar. Ha 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 stupid and stupid GD companions ha 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 stupid. I was never your companions. I hate you for a long time. The GD let my family die and my master gave me new hope and you are going to die here. GD only Leia and Luke will be killed by my master Haya. He went against Yoda and Luke with their red lightsabers and hit Leia with the force crashing her against a wall, leaving her unconscious and the two lightsabers collided with Yoda's and Luke's and they knelt before the power of Jar Jar who smiled madly and hit Luke's face hard throwing him against the Millennium Falcon while hitting the old master's saber hard which was surpassed by the power of Jar Jar which was surprisingly stronger than him. The sparks came out everywhere and Master Yoda received a wound with Jar Jar's lightsaber which left him lying down and looked at him with superiority. It's time to die master, but he was repelled by Obi-Wan who was angry as they told us you had died like Obi-Wan, but he was repelled by the force of the four Jedis who tore off a large piece of the hangar and Jar Jar had to stop him. Damn Jedis. Obi-Wan. The ship is already taking off while he puts the Master and Luke and Chewbacca in, he puts Leia and C-3PO and R2-D2 get on the ship. Han Solo. I know what you think I'm doing, Chewie propellants, let's get out of this place now. Narrator. While on Coruscant the separatist ships fired at the ship and raised their shields, leaving the planet. Han. Prepare the coordinates, we will go, but this was interrupted by Yoda. Yoda. Don't put this, putting a strange device on the console and said activate the device, it will guide us to that planet now. Han. Ah, whatever the old man says, you Chewie. Chai. You Han. I know, I already activated the light engine, this one activated it and they disappeared. Narrator. While in the hangar, Jar Jar left the place killing everyone who got in his way and saw how his masters had Mace and Jocasta with their feet and shoulders covered and that made him smile, but at the same time he was angry for failing his master. Vader. You didn't get your prey, my pupil, but don't worry, you'll be able to see an execution of the damn GD. Jar Jar. Forgive me, master. Berserker. Don't worry, you're going to like this. Insect colony of death jutsu. She inserted a small egg into the two's bodies and they began to scream until the insects ate them alive from the inside, killing them. Vader. Magnificent, you learned very well from the Aburum, my dear. Now let's finish overthrowing this government and let the empire begin. Narrator. Somewhere in the galaxy on a planet far away from battle, wars and death, a woman abuses a child and she violently lowers her hips so the child would come inside her. Without hearing the child's cries and screams, she plays with her libido and he comes inside her. Ah, I like that. Naruto, tomorrow will be 5 hours for now, rest if you can. Oh yes, I brought ramen, you can eat it, of course it's cold like while I sleep for a while. She kicks him and he falls on the floor and he gets up and goes to the kitchen and sees an Anbu. He sits him down and sees if what the woman said is true and corroborates it. He sits him down and he watches him eat. Anbu. You're not going to say anything. Naruto. So that no one hears me, Anbu, tell me how my father was. Anbu. Ha, he was the most dangerous warrior I could ever meet, he was strong, and his wife was just like him, but tell me boy, I've already told you 1,000 times, come on, just eat and tell me how you can stand Makoto Uchiha and the others. I knew that after the almost extinction of the clans there are only women, but why are there only women? With you, I say, you're a child, not an adult. At that moment, Danzo enters. Ha, I love Danzo, how are you? Danzo. How is the demon child Anbu? Anbu. He behaves like the clan lord breeder, but he is too young for it. Danzo. Shut up, I didn't ask for your opinion, I brought another one, Tsunade, you can come in, and Makoto. Let's go, I came for you and you make sure she doesn't get carried away, Anbu, and how did you notice Makoto-san? Makoto. Okay Danzo-sama, see you dear. While Naruto was eating and she left. Danzo. And Tsunade, don't be so abrupt with him, you know that if not we have to take him to the hospital. I'll leave Anbu, I already warned you. See you. She nodded and he left outside. There was a large group of Ambus waiting for Makoto, who had a grimace of sadness and hatred, but they escorted Makoto to her house. Well, Danzo thought, I'm sorry son, but if we don't do this, you would already be dead. Forgive me Naruto, one day you will have your revenge and you will kill this planet if your father doesn't do it before, which is the safest thing. Tsunade, you already know what to do. Narrator. In the room the moans of the woman and the screams of the child were heard, and then nothing. She hugged him to her chest and he was with a lost look, but she bites her lip so as not to show in anger, crying in pain of seeing him like that, the son of the man who defended her 5 years ago. She sleeps and he still cannot sleep, but something in her is heard and those are screams of desperation and sadness. Yila enters his mind in it, he sees many women, among them Kushina, Makoto, Tsunade. Bakari, mother of Ino, Kari, mother of Chouji, Fumiko, mother of Shino, Kazashi, mother of Hinabi and Hinata, Tsum, mother of Kiba and Hana, Shizune, Katori, mother of Shikamaru, Kurenai and Anko. They were in a large room chained with chakra suppressors and watching a man with hatred that was Minato. Namikaze in a basket, a baby on the table, and Minato spoke. Minato. You are stupid idiots. This child will be the destruction of the villages along with the other Jinchuricas, and they must die, but I will not do it. I already know something magnificent happened to me. I know that the father of this child saved their lives and that he could not rescue their husbands except mine here, present seriously my life to flee with them and that cursed child, but now his blood is the most coveted in all the elemental villages. I will put him on a playlist and you will be the ones who abuse a child. When he turns 5 years old, he will be given to you as your toy, that is clear. Tsunade. Damn, I swear Minato, if this kid knows everything, you're going to regret it. Kushina. He was your friend and you betray him, you know that when he returns he will kill everyone, nothing will be left alive when he returns, you know it Minato. Bakari. You will suffer for this Minato, he is a child. Harry. We will never stop telling you that you are a cursed dog. Shizune. We will never forgive you for this, Minato, dog. Katori. I assure you that you will pay dearly for it, Minato. Kurenai. What you're doing is an aberration. Minato will never forgive you. Lord Vader knows what he's capable of. Yumiko. When I get out of here I'm going to kill you. Trying to do that to a child is crazy if you think we're going to accept it. Hizashi. That's not manly to condemn a child to that. You're crazy, you'll never do it. I'd rather die than see that child become the personal toy of one of us. Sum. Consider yourself dead Minato, my clan won't do it, you're crazy, I'll make you regret it, dog. No, I won't even tell you that name, it's better if I call you trash. Yes, that trash, never an Inuzuka will do it, that's like raping one of our children. Enko. You will pay dearly for doing that, it's like killing his innocence without actually killing him, but that is enough to turn him into a cursed monster. Minato. Well, that's what I want. For him to lose everything and for his father to regret that they don't mess with me. I was the one who was superior, but he put his 2 cents in, and that didn't suit me, so right now the boy will be from the village, he won't learn anything according to ninja. Now the council has already chosen his destiny, right, Danzo? Danzo? Damn, but what will you do with the child? Tell me, even though the council gave you his paternity. Minato. If you don't obey me, I'll kill you and give your precious daughters and sons to other villages in marriage, so tell me you accept. All. Damn, but we accept it even if we don't want it. Narrator. At that moment, Naruto fell to his knees in front of the woman who had treated him badly for almost 7 months since he turned 5. Now he understood why they sometimes cried when they were with him. Elsewhere, on the outskirts of the planet, a ship arrived from hyperspace. Yoda. Here it is thanks to that stupid Jar Jar that we are on this planet, it's time to find that force that I felt a few minutes ago, come down Han, and let's find it. Han. Yes, whatever you say. All. Yes Master Yoda. We'll continue. Narrator. While on the Millennium Falcon in a compartment were 8 children, including 6 girls and 2 boys with a wounded Padawan, who was being cared for by the girls at that time Han finds them. Han. What is this? Hey, do you want to see this? Yoda. What's going on? Get him out of there. Levi Ackerman. It's a great relief. You're alive with the 8 children. Take care of him immediately. I've already read it. Leah. Yes, Master, come on, help me Luke. Luke. Yes, my friend Levi, it's a pleasure to have you alive, we thought everyone had died. Yoda. Girls, it's a pleasure to see you. Tell me how you got here. The girls and boys pointed to a girl with green eyes, brown skin, and a strange crown on her head. So, you were little one, tell me your name. I am Ahsoka Tano, Master Yoda, in a pleasure. Yoda. It's good to know of a good girl. When he saw a vision of a future, in that future he saw 2 stripes, one red and one white, but in the middle, there was a large group of young people. Among them was Ashoka who had 2 red sabers, along with a dark lord with golden hair and red eyes with a devilish smile. And he went against him, scoring a great blow and everything went black, but in the middle of this, a group of Jedi in grey robes came and took Yoda out of that darkness, and he returned before seeing more. That was an omen of the Force. We must guide these young people on the right path, because they will be the future to fight evil. Escape, destruction, and a new hope. In the previous chapter. Narrator. While on the Millennium Falcon in a compartment were 8 children, including 6 girls and 2 boys with a wounded Padawan, who was being cared for by the girls at that time. Han finds them. Han. What is this? Hey, do you want to see this? Yoda. What's going on? Get him out of there. Levi Ackerman. It's a great relief. You're alive with the 8 children. Take care of him immediately. I've already read it. Leah. Yes, Master, come on, help me Luke. Luke. Yes, my friend Levi, it's a pleasure to have you alive, we thought everyone had died. Yoda. Girls, it's a pleasure to see you. Tell me how you got here. The girls and boys pointed to a girl with green eyes, brown skin, and a strange crown on her head. So, you were little one, tell me your name. I am Ahsoka Tano, Master Yoda, in a pleasure. Yoda. It's good to know of a good girl. When he saw a vision of a future, in that future, he saw two stripes, one red and one white, but in the middle, there was a large group of young people. Among them was Ashoka, who had two red lightsabers, along with a dark lord with golden hair and red eyes, with a devilish smile, and went against him, scoring a big hit, and everything turned black, but in the middle of this was a group of GD in grey robes, and they took Yoda out of that darkness, and he returned. Before seeing more, that was an omen of the Force. We must lead these young people on the right path, because they will be the future to fight evil. Narrator. They landed 1 kilometer from the Leaf Village, and Obi-Wan, Yoda, Leia and Luke exited the ship. And they looked at the place, but at that moment Luke feels that force that Master Yoda felt before and said. Luke. Teachers, I feel that great force, but I feel it oppressed, but it seems that something happened. If we don't go soon, it may turn into. Obi-Wan. Don't say it, Luke, that's like condemning a young man. Come on, we still have time to save him. Yoda. The road may have many stones, but it can lead you to your destination. Everyone knows it, right? Come on, we have a life to save. Han took out 3 swoops FRG, so they could move and go where that power was that he needed for the next wars. Go ahead, let's go. Narrator. In the Leaf Village, Naruto already knew the whole truth, and with his new powers he entered the Hokage's vault, and with the help of an Anbu that he managed to manipulate, he managed to take all the information on Jutsus and important documents on Jutsus that would only be taught to the strongest clans in Konoha. He made the Anbu put all that information in a storage scroll, and thanks to his support, he managed to get out of there, but he was discovered, but he managed to escape from the ninjas who were chasing him. He fled to the forest where the GD felt that force that they felt outside the planet, and they descended from their speeders and ran into the young man who was nervous and agitated, but when he saw them he felt a power similar to his own. Obi-Wan. Young man, what's happening to you? Why are you running? I see someone chasing you. Narrator. At that moment Minato's personal Ambus saw the young man, but when they saw the others they said. Ambus. Damn traitor, you wanted to give that information to the enemies, but from here you go straight to the punishment room, where the ladies will continue with your torment. Give us that, and I assure you it will only be a few broken bones. Cursed boy. Is a child that they want with the call me damn. Anbu. He is the clan's player, that doesn't matter to you. Yoda. Well, now it's my business. He's a child, it's not something that belongs to you. Taking out a green lightsaber, and the child saw 2 paths, a good one where he had a white cloak with many young people like him, and a great forest full of life, and the other he was holding a black helmet, and in the background, you see destruction and a red lightsaber next to a woman at his side smiling, and he wakes up from that trance, and sees all the Ambus, and they fly away by the force of the young man. You. Young man are destined to save this galaxy. Are you ready to go to a better future? Tell me. Naruto. Yes, I want to. Then get on that girl's back and join us for a better future. At that moment he has another vision and sees how the 2 paths come together, and he sees the man who spoke to him and a couple without their helmets smiling and a large group of armed men and women and a flag in the background with 2 logos. Narrator. At that moment he grabbed the young woman's back and they retreated, and the Ambus could not keep up with them and disappeared without a trace. A few kilometers from the village was Han's ship, already repaired and ready to leave. Han. Damn Chewie, come on, hurry up, otherwise they'll corner us. Let's go now. Tabaka. Ahai Ag. Han. I know, let's go Yoda, it's time to go, this planet is crazy. Yoda. It sets the course for Ilum, Lord Han. Han. He's crazy, right? No, I don't think so. Chewie, you already heard the green one, Ilum already. Narrator. At that moment Minato sees how his revenge was leaving the planet without being able to do anything. When the ship left the planet's orbit, they entered at light speed, disappearing, but at that moment out of nowhere, hundreds of Venator ships enter the solar system, and one enters the planet's atmosphere, and clone ships descend along with a great threat, and Minato sees his terrible mistake, because the most powerful enemy has come to his village, and now he will look for his son. On the surface, thousands of droid clones and Lord Vader and Lady Surkur themselves, along with their commanders Grievous and Jar Jar, got off a clone ship and saw Minato face to face, who was very nervous. El Vader. How long since I saw you, Minato? How's the family? El Surkur. It's good to see you now. Tell me where my son is. I want to see him. Tell me why you sweat, Minato. I just asked you where my son is. El Vader. Answer, my friend, where is my son? He should be with your family. He should be at your residence. Clones, follow me, let's go get my son. Clones. Yes, sir. Minato. He's not here, rather he's not on the planet, they took him away. Wait, Vader, ha. El Vader. What have you said? Trash. Where is my son, Minato? It was your responsibility to take care of him. Where is he? El Surkur, you bitch. Where is my son? If you read, where is he? And she was lifted into the air. Where is he? Tsunade. Wait, leave her, she had nothing to do with this, she did something very bad to your son. El Vader. Who did this garbage to my son? Tell me woman before I lose all my patience, what did he do? Tsunade. Let go of Kushina and I'll tell you everything, Lady Surkur, Lord Vader-sama. Narrator. Kushina was thrown and fell to the ground, and Tsunade said everything, how Minato betrayed them, how he threatened them, how her son was abused, how they wanted to help, but Minato stopped them, how the clans suffered, and how her son lived because of Minato's revenge on Lord Vader and Lady Surkur, and they lifted Minato into the air, who was trying to buy them off, but it was useless. Minato. No wait Lord Vader no nuo, and at that same moment Lord Vader cut off his legs and saw the grimace of terror on Minato's face ha hey aya. El Vader. Clones, take this piece of trash to the experimentation room. The scientists will be happy to have a specimen from this planet to study alive. Tell them that I give my permission for it to be awake while they examine it for their discoveries about this race. Clones. Yes sir taking him by the arms and dragging him to the Venator ship behind Lord Vader while Minato begged. Minato. No help me no Kushina someone help me no mercy mercy. El Surkur. Listen to me, you trash, you were the ones who made my son suffer. From now on, you are separatists. You will be part of the Empire. You will serve the Empire or succumb to the power of your sovereign emperor, Lord Vader. Bow down if you want to belong to us or die. Narrator. At that moment everyone there bowed without exception. At that moment, Lord Vader says. El Vader. This planet will belong to the Empire. I want maps and everything they have now. Narrator. The villages fell one by one, the battle droids and the clones conquered the world in just a few days, and Lord Vader asked the clans to train their clones in the art of the ninjas, and that planet became the main base for Lord Vader and his wife, while on the other side of the galaxy, the ship the Millennium Falcon arrived at Ilum. Han. Tell me why here tell me. Luke. Don't worry about that, you already did it, Leia. Leia. Yes, to all survivors, the GD Council is on Ilum. All ships that are still Republic ships report to these coordinates. We are here on Ilum. To all ships that are still Republic ships, report to these coordinates. Narrator. At that moment thousands of ships arrive from many places, and Yoda is happy to see that some of his allies' ships are only slightly damaged. Barris. This is Barris Afi, it's good to know there are more GD here in the rebel fleet. Luminara. Here Luminara Unduli, it's good to hear from you, I read, tell me there's more. Mara. Here Mara Jade Skywalker, we have arrived at the base position. Siri. Tell me you're alive, Obi-Wan. Head to the surface, Commander. Yoda. Here Master Yoda, the Republic survives, we are the new hope, we are the resistance. We'll continue. Narrator. While at Lord Vader's base, Lady Circle is very sad because their son was kidnapped by others, and the bad thing is that they don't know where he is. El Vader. Damned where will they have my son and who did it? El Surkur. We don't know, but using it, all our hatred and rage will fall on them. Grievous. My lords, we know where you are going, but we lost track of you, sir, in the Beta Quadrant, there are many planets there. Jar Jar. My lord, we will be able to find Naruto-sama, don't worry, we will be able to bring your son, my lord. El Vader. I hope so and tell me my inquisitors are ready. Grievous Jar Jar. Yes, sir. El Vader. Excelente pronto la galaxia será mía. The First Order Training A Discovery P1. In the previous chapter. Narrator. While at Lord Vader's base, Lady Circle is very sad because their son was kidnapped by others, and the bad thing is that they don't know where he is. El Vader. Damned where will they have my son and who did it? El Surkur. We don't know, but using it, all our hatred and rage will fall on them. Grievous. My lords, we know where you are going, but we lost track of you, sir, in the Beta Quadrant, there are many planets there. Jar Jar. My lord, we will be able to find Naruto-sama, don't worry, we will be able to bring your son, my lord. El Vader. I hope so and tell me my inquisitors are ready. Grievous Jar Jar. Yes, sir. El Vader. Excellent, soon the galaxy will be mine, and the First Order will be born. Just wait, son, your parents will find you, right, my dear. El Circle. Yes my love. See Grievous. Start the attack on all the planets that belong to the Republic. The First Order is ready, haha, ha 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 ha. In the current chapter. Writer, play from minute 0 o'clock to 1:54 and instead of Kalo, just put Lord Vader. Narrator. Coruscant headquarters of the First Order, GD Palace, a group of men and women in black suits are going to the chamber of the Emperor, Lord Vader, and Empress, Lady Surkur. They enter and see the two in bow in front of them, and the 15 say. 15. We are here, lords. El Vader. Excellent my dear group of inquisitors presentants. I am pleased that you accepted us, my lord. I am Kushina Uzumaki. It is a pleasure to serve as your inquisitor. It is a great honor to have chosen us, my lord, I am Makoto Uchiha, to serve you. It is a pleasure to have been forgiven and to serve to find your son my lords, I am Tsunade Senju at your service. It is good to serve my new lord. I am Kari Akimichi. A pleasure, my lord. It is an honor to serve you, I assure you that we will not fail you, Ikari Yamanaka swears. Your faithful warrior, my lord, I am at your service. I am Shizune Kikuzawa. It is a pleasure to be of service to the First Order. The Shadow Controller is at your service, my lords. I am Katori Nara. It is a pleasure to be one of those chosen to search for your son. Thanks to your magnificence, we are here to bring your son back to the winning side. I am Kuruna Yuhi. It is a pleasure to serve the First Order. The First Order will bring your son, my lords. I am Fumiko Aburam. It is a pleasure to serve your cause. Thank you for receiving my family into your ranks. I am grateful and will be useful in finding your son. I am Kizashi Hyuga, at your service, my lords. The wolves will serve the First Order very well. I assure you that we will not rest until we find your son. I am Isu Minazuka, and I will be loyal to the First Order. My lord, thank you for letting me be part of this team. We swear that we will not let you down. This is sworn to you by Anko Mitarashi, the one who interrogates the traitors of the First Order. The ninja copies to your services, my lord. I am Kakashi Haddock, that is my name, and the hand of the First Order will destroy our enemies, my lord. The force of the dark side will dominate everything, my lord. Do not worry, we, your inquisitors, will bring your son. I, Hiroki Yamino, promise you. It is a pleasure to be your Grand Inquisitor, my lord. I assure you that the mistakes of the past will not be repeated. I swear to you, Naruto-sama, that is now a priority. I swear to you, Jiraiya Geketsu, your Grand Inquisitor. Vader. That's what I expect from you inquisitors. Without further ado, Grand Inquisitor, I will give you a providence ship. I hope the invisible hand will help you find my son and kill the surviving GD of Order 66. 7 long months have passed and you have learned very well about the Force. Now, bring my son home or I will kill you in the worst ways possible, understood, inquisitors? Inquisitors? Yes, Lord Vader. They stood up and the Grand Inquisitor said. G Inquisitor. We have very little time. We have to bring Naruto-sama to Coruscant. That is our main objective. The secondary one is to kill the plague called GD. Move now. At that moment they boarded a clone ship and headed to the Providence ship, which was their new ship to go to the planets and look for the son of their master Lord Vader. Time skip 5 years later. Narrator. While on Ilum the 9 children became young people, 5 years passed and they were using the Force to concentrate on lifting some enormous rocks and Master Yoda watches them, but at that moment Naruto loses concentration and the stone falls to the ground. Yoda. Young Naruto, if you want to be a GD, you have to put more effort into this, understand? Maybe your mind is not here. Where is your mind? Maybe you have to train more. I know this is tedious, but to survive the First Order, you must learn everything possible. You can just be more focused. Everyone should rest and think about what I said. Learning from mistakes is good. Rest, and young Naruto, continue with your training, because you are what the galaxy needs. Naruto, yes Master Yoda. Narrator. In the room where the 9 children are, Naruto feels something and gets up. Ashoka. Naruto, where are you going? Wait guys, let's get it. You know if it's not here they're going to scold us. Let's go. All. See Vamos espera Naruto. Narrator. The children pass several trees and a valley full of vegetation until they reach a cave with thousands of Kyber crystals. In the middle of this is a huge GD temple, but at the same time as should they blindly follow Naruto until they see an open ship and Naruto enters it, and on a small table is a Kyber crystal of 2 colors, red and white. When Naruto removes it, a projection occurs and a man appears with a mask and 2 lightsabers, one red and the other blue, and says, all who came here to seek a better life, not as Jedis nor as Shid, but a union of both sides. I'll be brief. This galaxy kills each other by the power of the Shid or Jedis, but not all is good, because the two are tied hand in hand. Without darkness there is no light, and without light there is no darkness, as their sides must be in harmony in this galaxy, but not both fight wars, destroy civilizations, and yet they say that they did it for the well-being of this galaxy. I do not believe it now. Young people, adults, are you the one who discovered this ship inside? It has everything necessary to live comfortably for 5 years. In the computer of this ship are all the roots of the galaxy. Also, this ship is my gift to the one who discovered it. Say goodbye Naruto. Palpatine Skywalker. Computer, go to the planet. Do after it. At that moment the ship is sealed and the engines start to work. All. No wait, don't do it, leave us. Machine obeys. Come on old junk, let us go. Guys, I don't think that will be possible. Look, they watched from the cabin as the ship left the planet. Narrator. At that moment, Yoda and Lord Vader experience a force shudder as the ship accelerates to light speed in space, disappearing thousands of light years into the uncharted outer reaches of the Outer Rim. The ship arrives at a planet with 2 sides, one light and the other dark. Computer. We have arrived home. Naruto-sama descending. Narrator. On the descent, one part was covered by storms and the other was sunny, as if the planet were divided in 2, and the ship went down into that storm, but after a stormy welcome the ship reached the surface and parked near a GD temple. Naruto. What is this, a woman? No, young man, I am 2B Nair and I am your guide on this planet until you are what my master wanted you to be. Around here, it is time to show you this place. Naruto. Tell me who your master was. 2B Nair. You look a lot like him, follow me young people, your future looks bright as the sun rose, it is a beautiful day to begin your training. At that moment they follow her, and the camera moves away, and you can see the mountains and two temples, one Ishid, the other Ijiti. I assure you that you will like this place. We'll continue. Narrator. Well, the rebels were searching for the youngsters and the First Order were near Ilum. Yoda. All rebels, it's time to go. Leah. You heard, everyone retreat to your ships, take what you can, we're leaving, and Luke, you found them. Luke. It's like the earth has eaten them. Come on. Han. Ha, I know, we have to prepare the Falcon, now. Narrator. While on the outskirts of the planet Ilum, Lord Vader and his new group of Inquisitors were ready to invade the last of the rebels. L. Vader. I know they are here, I have a feeling, Grand Inquisitor, do not let anyone leave this quadrant whole. G. Inquisitor. If Master deploys the vultures and every ship we have in the Venators annihilates the rebels, I assure you my lord they will die. The First Order Training Aid Discovery P2. In the previous chapter. Narrator. While the rebels were searching for the youngsters and the First Order were near Ilum. Yoda. All rebels, it's time to go. Leah. You heard, everyone retreat to your ships, take what you can, we're leaving, and Luke, you found them. Luke. It's like the earth has swallowed them up. Come on. Han. Ha, I know, we have to prepare the Falcon, now. Narrator. While on the outskirts of the planet Ilum, Lord Vader and his new group of Inquisitors were ready to invade the last sanctuary of the rebels. L. Vader. I know they are here, I have a feeling, Grand Inquisitor, do not let anyone leave this quadrant whole. G. Inquisitor. If Master deploys the vultures and every ship we have in the Venators annihilates the rebels, I assure you my lord they will die. In the current chapter. Narrator. On the planet the Separatists were attacking the rebels, and a Venator ship along with another ship stopped the advance. L. Vader. I hope the Inquisitors eliminate everyone and don't let any rats leave this sector. Narrator. While on the planet efforts to find the children were taken for granted that they were not there. Luke. We searched but they weren't there. I read. Are you sure, Luke? Kenobi. Master, if the First Order asks for our heals, we have to look for them later. Yoda. Don't lose hope, but it's time to go and survive for the coming war. We lost the planet, time to go. All. Yes, teacher. Narrator. At that moment the rebels' Venator ships are about to jump when a dark ship appears covered by a dark mist and with a skull on its forehead, challenges the First Order. Nobody attacks our comrades. Rider. From minute 101 to 156 and from minute 214 to 354. Everyone to their stations, the captain at the helm, everyone to their battle stations now. Narrator. The Venator ships got into position and sent the fighters to fight, but Captain Harlock's ship easily destroyed them. The battle against the Arcadia was impossible. The Arcadia had very powerful cannons that caused the Venator ships to split in half. Corporal. Commander Grievous, Arcadia is attacking us. The rebels' ghost ship is very fast. Our shields can't withstand the power of their cannons. What will we do? Grievous. Damn Captain Harlock, attack with everything and let the Akamichi family go now. Corporal. Akamichi family prepare for raid on enemy ship. Hut. You heard the captain, get on the boarding ships now. L. Vader. What's going on, General Grievous? That ship belongs to Captain Harlock. I thought I destroyed it years ago on the planet Oblivion. How did he survive? Corporal. Sir, a transmission is coming from Arcadia. Grievous. That damn Harlock. Harlock. Damn Lord Vader, even though you would never attack the rebels again, you destroyed many planets, but I, Captain Harlock, come with reinforcements. Another ship came out of hyperspace and fired at the Inquisitor's ship. That ship belonged to Captain Juzo Akita, leader of the rebels on Tatooine, who with his powerful ship Yamato, came to help the few GD that remained for the upcoming battle. Captain Juzo, take care of the Venators, I will get the GD out of the damaged ships. See Juzo. It will be a pleasure, Harlock. All combat stations fire everything you have. Battleships assist the rebel fighters. All. Yes, sir. Yoda. Companions, we have to look for children, then we have Captain Harlock, thank you for your support, Leah, Luke, Levi, Obi-Wan, we have to go. They entered Captain Harlock's ship and saw for the last time the planet where they were hidden for 5 years, not without first seeing how their base was destroyed by the power of the new weapon of the First Order. Rider. Only the firing of the Death Star and the escape of the rebel ships, along with Lord Vader's orders. Luke. You'll pay dearly for this, brother. Harlock. Juzo. Arrive in hyperspace now. At that moment the ships disappear, but others stay, giving the others time to leave. A rebel ship is boarded by Lord Vader. Rider. From minute 022 to 145 nothing more. Elevator. Invisible hand captured that ship. Narrator. The ships destroyed their engines, and the Akamichi entered the ship, killing everyone, leaving the captain alive. At that moment, General Grievous entered, grabbing him by the neck. Grievous. General Mon Calamari Radis. Reedus. I'll never tell you damn things. Grievous. Idiot, I won't do it. We have other means. Call Ibiki, Anko Yukari. They will make him talk like a robot. Narrator. They took him to the Death Star where Anko Mitarashi and Akari Yamanaka were waiting for him in the torture chamber. Rebus. Ladies, I'm leaving you with your Radis toy. They're not like Sheet Sus. They're more terrible. And you see, the man at their side is worse than them. Ibiki. General Grievous, let me go first. Grievous. Do what you want, but they will be watching you, pointing to the room above where Lord Vader and Lady Circle were watching intently. Radis. I won't tell them anything. Ibiki. Worm, you better talk. The bosses are not at all happy with the escape of the pathetic Dino rebels where they are hiding. Radis. I won't say anything. Ibiki. No, right. Raising an eyebrow. Tough guys are only tough when they don't know Anko or me, hahaha, let's see this, if you talk you'll be calmer and safer, but you won't be able to get out, if you don't talk there will be consequences, and we might see your actions as a threat, you know what? I like challenges. Brad. Nets. Ibiki. Yes, challenges takes a finger of the suspect. For every denial there will be pain, and for every truth there will be help, but you won't be able to leave here without telling the truth, since this is interesting starts to strain. Radis. Why you don't scare me. Ibiki. Ho, what do we have here? A brave man, I hope you understand the consequences. I bend the first phalanx of his finger unnaturally. I continue or you speak. I readjust my finger. Radis. Haha, no, I won't talk. Ibiki. Looking at Lord Vader, and he closed his fist. Haha, yeah, on your right is Anko, on your left is Akari, in front of me, see there. What do I have to see? When he looked he saw the skull of a man with golden hair and dull blue eyes. It made Captain Radis tremble, but he still refused. I won't say and nah anything. Ibiki. He disobeyed the orders of the Master Lord Vader, now he is an ornament on the wall. You see, my masters are something very, very exaggerated, with someone who does not comply with their demands. He likes to achieve things with words, but Anko also likes accessories. Smiling and releasing instinct. Now it's your turn, Anko. Radis. I'm not afraid of them. Anko. Hello, I see you refuse to talk, right? Smiling sadistically. Talk or I'll start playing. Radis. I won't speak. Anko. Snake sleeve jutsu is surrounded by snakes that came out of his sleeves and hold him. Those snakes can cause muscle paralysis. Speak. Stabs a kunai between the fingers of Radis's hand and well. Or will my friend have to take action, although before that we have 30 minutes of play. Smiling. Radis. I won't tell you anything, you damn sadists. Anko. You're a bastard, but Akari will get the truth out of you. Come on, friend, do it. Akari. So you were strong with my companions, but let's see how tough your mind is, hahaha, this will be interesting. Radis. Why do you say that? Akari. If you talk now, letting it all out, I won't enter your mind, but if you do, you'll feel like a drill is entering your mind. Well, I see your memory. Smiling sideways while snapping his fingers and starting his hand signs. Are you talking? Radis. And no receives the jutsu. Ha, it hurts, I won't tell you anything damn it. While inside her mind Akari kicked open the doors of each memory and saw very regrettable memories of deaths and war against the First Order until she saw one that said ultra secret. She entered and saw Naruto and his interaction with the GD and left. Akari. Ah, that was Naruto-sama. Yoda has him and is being trained as a GD with disgust and anger. He said that where tell me where is cursed entering his mind again. Well, Radis screamed until she saw that they were looking for them on the planet, leaving her mind. Ha, my Lord Vader. Lady Circle-sama. Naruto-sama was in the rebel group. The rebels searched the planet but did not find them. Allow us to go the Inquisitors and look for your firstborn. Vader. Deploy the ships, look for my son, find the Inquisitors. Inquisitors. Yes, masters. Narrator. On planet Kakashi they track Naruto with their ninja dogs and find Naruto sent many kilometers away from the explosion of the rebel base. They found marks of a ship and Jar Jar found the energy signature. They go with Jiraiya, Tsunade, Anko, Akari, Kakashi and Iruka on a mission to search for Naruto in a Venator ship that enters hyperspace. Narrator. While on the other side of the galaxy Naruto and his friends were being instructed in the arts of the GD and Sith on this planet. Time passes quickly and the young people were no longer children. They had developed to their almost adult stage. All had been instructed in the Force and the dark secrets of the Sith. They wore grey robes and black hoods. Their last mission was to find their Kyber crystals on that planet covered in light and darkness. Each one went to different points of the planet. Naruto droid. As you know, young people, you will have to search for your crystals in remote places on this planet Naruto, Izuku, Elsa, Kurina, Katori, Shoto, Yuzuki, Kamala, Mei and Ahsoka. You will go where your strength takes you, do you understand? Now go. Narrator. With speed they all left and Naruto was called to the darkness beyond his companions. In a cavern suspended in the cave was a dark red caber, but as he advanced he saw a huge centipede sleeping under the crystal, and with his ninja skills with his breath and the falling water he created a thin ice bridge, but he knew very well that when he removed the caber, the centipede would wake up and attack him, but he knew he had to be quick at that moment. He ran through the ice crystal which with each step broke until he took the crystal. He pushed himself with his legs and reached the ceiling. At that moment the beast wakes up and Naruto sees chains on his body and realizes that he is trapped. He keeps the caber crystal in his bag and says, "Naruto." Multi-shadow clone jutsu, more than 300 come out of it and the giant beast tries to kill him, but Naruto with force begins to destroy the chains of the beast. Well, the centipede sees how it does not attack it. If it does not release it, the clones remove their ties. Well, the beast looks at the one it was supposed to kill. It releases it and finally removes the chains from its head and it looks at it. It leans, "I don't know who did this to you, but I'll help you. Don't attack me." Naruto puts his hands on the beast and begins to heal it. It moves and digs a tunnel, already replaced, and under where the giant centipede was is a blue crystal like its eyes. He takes it and says, "To win something you have to do something of the same magnitude. Thank you, friend." At that moment, 2 crystals shine in his bag and he takes them out, seeing them shine intensely. When he takes out the other 2 crystals, the 3 of them join together and divide into 2. One red and the other blue, but both still retain small pieces of the 2 halves. The red one retains small fragments of blue and the blue one small fragments of red, and this amazed Naruto, and he left that cave, as if his doubts about the dark and light sides had united in the galaxy, and those sensitive to the force felt it. "I feel peace, but at the same time I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know. It seems like I've found it, but he hasn't found me." His other companions felt that, and the planet calmed down. The darkness let light pass, and the light was partially covered in darkness. The planet had understood that light is not a very clean path, and that darkness is not all gloom, but also delivers fragments of light. Narrator. A Venator came out of hyperspace and Kakashi felt 10 force carriers, but they couldn't tell if they were dark or light. Kakashi. The strength of those people is very great. It seems we will have to be careful. Naruto. He looked at the sky and they felt an enormous force and said, "The Sith are here." We'll continue. Narrator. At 2B's base, Nierba and the new young saviors of the galaxy were ready for a battle with a huge ship entering the planet. Nair. I know they shouldn't be here because they insist on staying by my side. They know I'm a machine. Naruto. We are ready. They do not dominate another world. We swear it to them, Nair-san. Ahsoka. If we're ready, we'll fight. Albrecht. We will not stop fighting for freedom. Balana. We will defend our world. They will not touch another planet now. Karina. We are the hope of the galaxy. Katori. This world belongs to Naruto-kun's ancestor. Howler. We will not let the First Order take over the galaxy. Kuzuki. We trained very hard to be defeated here. They will not win. Kamala. We're ready for whatever comes. May. We will face it with everything. Nair. Then to their posts while a clone ship came down and the Inquisitors came out of it. G. Inquisitor. We finally found you, Naruto, my dear godson. This time we will fill you with luxuries and there will be no one to stop you from ruling the galaxy, and I swear to you, the great Jiraiya-sanin of the Toads. A reunion. A betrayal in progress. P1. In the previous chapter. Nair. Then to their posts while a clone ship came down and the Inquisitors came out of it. G. Inquisitor. We finally found you, Naruto, my dear godson. This time we will fill you with luxuries and there will be no one to stop you from ruling the galaxy, and I swear to you, the great Jiraiya-sanin of the Toads. In the current chapter. Narrator. In front of the Inquisitors were the 10 young men in gray and brown trench coats. G. Inquisitor. Who are you? My name is Naruto. I don't have a last name and I never had one. My name is Towler. I never thought the shit had such good weapons. Let's start this battle. My name is Albrecht. X7. They are very crazy. Wearing dark clothes is not good. My name is Ahsoka Tano. My name is Alana Etrist. I see that you only have one side. My name is Kamal Ali. Wow, so much black. I don't like black. My name is Karina Riddist. We share the same power but not the same ideals. My name is Kazuki Elshust. I see your intentions, but you are not going to touch him. My name is Katori Balder. I don't know why, but I'm not going to give them a chance. They're no good. My name is May Stroganoff. G. Inquisitor. I see you have shits on your side. Ha 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 ha. If we finally find you, Naruto-sama. Itsunade. Finally, after 6 years we found you, my dear Naruto, licking his lips. Ha ha ha. Ienko. Now we will take you to your father Naruto-sama. It is time for you to claim your partners, meaning the Inquisitors, hahaha. It will be fun to see what you will do to us when you discover our names, hahaha. Aikari. It will be a pleasure to serve you, but you will have to accompany us. Your parents, Lady Circle and Lord Vader, will be very happy to have you back in their hands. You will now be the one who dominates, and other things haha I don't want to hurt him, love. Kakashi. Master, it's a pleasure to see you at last. You are the future master of the galaxy, and I will be honored to take you, but if you resist, we will not be very soft. P equals, style equals box sizing. Border box. User select. Text important. Pointer events. Initial important. Iruka. We don't want this by force, Naruto-sama surrender peacefully, and there will be no injuries. Nair. You guys are shit, you're not welcome in this large sanctuary, or I'll have to do it by force. Itsunade. You metallic trash or I will tear you piece by piece your parts get out you piece of scrap, my lord Lord Vader gave me precise orders to bring his son to Coruscant, you are not allowed to speak. G Inquisitor. Wait, fellow Inquisitors, Naruto-sama is different from us, he's not a Sith. Ienko. For a demon Jiraiya. That's Naruto. It's obvious that he's a Sith, don't you see reason? Upset and surprised. Kakashi. Is there something we should see, Jiraiya-sama? Do you notice anything? Curious. Jiraiya. Yes, and I don't think Lady Sulker and Lord Vader would like that, of course, if I'm right, but the boys in front of us are very different and at the same time the same as us, they are something more, but I don't know what annoyed and upset but thoughtful. Iruka. Naruto-sama must be my student. I will not let a machine and some spoiled children take advantage of him or turn him into something different. I had to teach him and make him a great warrior, Naruto, come, I will take you to your parents kind but firm and respectful. Naruto. And why should I go? I am with my family, and if you ask me I go beyond light and darkness, in me there is power and humility, respect and firmness, wisdom and courage that grows with my will, and with my perfect balance serene. Jiraiya. What I feared with regret and an angry grimace. Kakashi. What did he say? I'm not a wise man, but I think we won't like it appearing calm but was afraid inside. Ienko. There is only the power of the Sith and you won't say Jiraiya that what he says and what you feared fearful and surprised. Jiraiya. Yes, he is not a Sith and he is not a Jedi, see his power, let's kill the autonomous and capture Naruto-sama. Naruto. Shut up, she is everything to us, if you touch her you will regret it, taking out two lightsabers, but when they worked Tsunade looked with hatred at one of those sabers because one was blood red and the other was navy blue, I will have no mercy. Tsunade. Those sabers damn bitch, but before reacting from one moment to another her helmet split in half and she was amazed looking at Naruto a meter away from her, it's incredible, his power is admirable and his speed is surprising. Naruto. Next time something else will fall. At that moment she starts laughing. What happened? Tsunade. It's impressive, hahaha, you don't believe it, Akari, Anko, he is everything we wish for, don't you remember us, Naruto-sama? Naruto. No, impossible. He remembered those names and took a few steps back and began to breathe heavily, but another young woman hugged him and he calmed down, but the three Inquisitors wanted to kill the Jedi, thanks Ahsoka. Ahsoka. I don't know what they did to him in the past, but this didn't happen to Naruto-kun anymore, what did they do to make him terrified like that, bitches? Iruka. Naruto-sama revenge, seriously? Ahsoka. Don't ara him, damn. Anko. Say it's not true, say you have darkness with a demon. Naruto-sama, no better, said Naruto-kun almost crying, damn bitches. They corrupted Naruto-sama, they will pay. She licked her lips sadistically and looked at them one by one. Ahsoka. We do not corrupt him, he learned and taught us, he gave us the balance that the galaxy needed, the balance that gives us strength, wise and firm. Iruka. Enough. Naruto. Come here right now and learn your place as a Sith prince. Ilana. Don't even dare try to call him by his name, that's not yours. G Inquisitor. How dare you, but was silenced by Anko with her hand on her chest. Anko. Anko. Look, you bucking alien, I know what's going on with you. I'll tear off your beautiful facial skin piece by piece, and when I'm done, you won't know whether to put on a mask. Oh, die of shame at not being able to look at Naruto-sama with your true face. I'm tired of talking, let's fight. Nair. You know, don't get too confident, stay together and don't give up. You understand. Besides, I have something in the kitchen that you'll love. If we make it back. Naruto. Companions do not die, you know that. Nair made a cake, let's celebrate after this, understood? All. See Naruto-sama. G Inquisitor. It's time to come with us. Naruto-sama running towards him, but he said. Naruto. Hide. At that moment everyone left the place and said incendiary ash fire style. Rider. Just the attack and change Asuma to Naruto. Inquisitors. It's not true, that attack is from Asuma when Naruto said that they couldn't react because the attack hit everyone and the great explosion devastated everything in its path in an area of 100 meters. Naruto. I did it, I don't want any of my friends to get hurt, no, impossible, what is that thing? Kakashi. I managed to cover us with the Susanoo, otherwise we would be cool right now. Ashoka. What is that? Karina. I didn't think the Inquisitors were like Naruto-kun. Howler Albrecht. Not true. Naruto. Calm down, we have to think that thing must have a weak point. Kakashi. We were lucky that my Susanoo resisted that attack, it is even more powerful than Asuma's attack, Naruto-sama trained well, but we still have to take him to Lord Vader. Anko be careful Kakashi. Kakashi what is the Colossus Albrecht hit the Susanoo hard and dragged it 200 meters only with brute force, what the hell is this guy? Albrecht. This is the power of our union of my friends and I. Tsunade. Damn trash coming out of the Susanoo and lighting her red lightsaber, I'm going to cut you in half, but two red lightsabers stopped her advance, and Tsunade saw that that woman was even better than her, you're good yes Kazuki right, those red lightsabers are the distinction of being a Shiva, don't you want to change and be the one who carries Naruto's children, Sama tell me girl. Kazuki. No Naruto-sama is more than just a hex toy he is my leader my love, and you will have nothing of him. Narrator. With great speed Tsunade and Kazuki hit their sabers with force and Kakashi had to get out of his Susanoo because Albrecht cracked his cockpit. The two engaged in a battle without quarter. The blows of their sabers took out sparks due to the force of the two, while Jiraiya saw several women fight with Anko, who had 2 blaster pistols, and more than 50 stormtroopers who defended her from the 6 women and the autonomous one, but he ignored them, and together with Iruka and Akari, they went against Naruto, who was fighting with 60 stormtroopers, which he eliminated with a great ball of fire. Jiraiya wow you have very good arts Naruto, but you could improve them. Naruto. Why are you so insistent with me? Why didn't any of you come to save me? And you pointing at Akari could have taken me out along with the others, but you didn't and I will never forgive you for that. Akari. Then I have no choice but to do this Shinjutsu Naruto didn't know what was happening, but he knew that it wasn't good and suddenly he is sitting in a room and 2 stormtroopers were guarding his door and another one comes in with a tied up woman and leaves her on his bed. Stormtrooper. Sir, enjoy it, a gift from your father. Naruto. My father. Stormtrooper. Yes sir, I'm leaving, master. Narrator. The woman turns around and looks at Naruto and Akari, but Naruto hits the ground and the 3 are a meter away from reaching it, but Naruto leaves that place with his breath cut short. Naruto. Any more and they would have caught me. Akari. Incredible he broke free from my Jinjutsu Naruto is incredible. Naruto. What was that? Who are you? This has never happened to me before. Was it strength or a trick on your part? Jiraiya. That is Jinjutsu and ninja art you haven't learned it right come with us and you will get more power, knowledge and more things just choose and you will be the most powerful shinobi that has ever existed. Naruto. No I will never fall into traps like that lighting his 2 sabers, 1 red and 1 blue and went against the 3, but Naruto could not handle the combined attacks of the 3, but out of nowhere, 3 clones go and aim at the Inquisitors and they get confused because they were Naruto clones who tipped the balance and shot the 3 and Jiraiya said. Jiraiya. We will not give up Naruto-sama can barely control this look around, you are not even close to stopping us at that thousands of clone soldiers arrive in ships and begin to corner their companions surrounding everyone, Naruto sees that he cannot stop that and resorts to his last resort Abijidama, but at that moment Jiraiya says take this Kaiten. Karyu Enden. Narrator. Naruto's clones with Abijidamas are swept away and only the original remains, but out of nowhere Akari stands in front of him and says. Akari. DCO bloom perfume jutsu at that moment, flowers grow around Naruto and the fragrance of those flowers begins to affect him. Naruto. What is this? I can't fall here. Stumbles as Akari walks towards him and he drops his sabers. Akari. Naruto-sama falls into my deep sleep and he can't stay awake and falls into Akari's arms, if that's my dear Naruto your life will change now. Narrator. At that moment Nair says. Nair. Retreat to the ship Yaho no Naruto. Ahsoka. I'll go for him if we don't come back leave, that's what you'll do come on move she runs between the laser shots and the soldiers, killing some in the process, but when she sees how they take Naruto something in her hands happens because her emerald green Kyber crystals turn red and surprises everyone making her companions leave in that distraction, take your filthy hands off him and she crashed her sabers into Tsunade's saber. Tsunade. Look at you, a real Sith, look at you so angry, so ready to kill, for what would he say about you if he saw you like this, imagine it, but not now she got distracted and a blow from Anko left her unconscious, he killed her, tell me yes, Grand Inquisitor Jiraiya-sama raising his head. Jiraiya. No, it has potential and we also have a good way to make Naruto-sama cooperate. Stormtrooper. Sir, a ship left the planet. What do? We take it down. Jiraiya. I don't want you to see how Naruto-sama transforms into a complete Sith ha 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 ha. Narrator. The Empire's fighters pass by, and Nair activates light speed, leaving that sector. Jiraiya. Prepare everything, we're leaving, but we'll let our soldiers search everything. I want to know how Naruto-sama became like this. Stormtrooper. Yes, sir. It will continue. Narrator. Elsewhere, the Resistance had already lost everything, but Captain Harlock had new hope. The Gundam project that his planet was secretly developing. See Harlock. I know there's still a long way to go, but the base models are already working, Mr. Yoda. Now all that's left is for them to finish the Barbados project, and we'll tip the balance in favor of the Republic. Looking at the machine in front of them. Yoda. Barbados is a demon, but he will be an angel for the Republic. The reunion. A betrayal in progress P2. In the previous chapter. Ahsoka. I'll go for him if we don't come back. Leave, that's what you'll do. Come on, move. She runs between the laser shots and the soldiers, killing some in the process, but when she sees how they take Naruto, something in her hands happens because her emerald green Kyber crystals turn red and surprises everyone, making her companions leave in that distraction. Take your filthy hands off him, and she crashed her sabers into Tsunade's saber. Tsunade. Look at you, a real Sith, look at you, so angry, so ready to kill, for what would he say about you if he saw you like this? Imagine it, but not now. She got distracted, and a blow from Anko left her unconscious, killed her. Tell me yes, Grand Inquisitor Jiraiya-sama, raising his head. Jiraiya. No, it has potential, and we also have a good way to make Naruto-sama cooperate. Stormtrooper. Sir, a ship left the planet. What do? We take it down. Jiraiya. I don't want you to see how Naruto-sama transforms into a complete Sith ha 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 ha. Narrator. The Empire's fighters pass by, and Nair activates light speed, leaving that sector. Jiraiya. Prepare everything, we're leaving, but we'll let our soldiers search everything. I want to know how Naruto-sama became like this. Stormtrooper. Yes, sir. In the current chapter. Narrator. In the droid ship the prisoner was brought and the Inquisitors removed their helmets. Tsunade, Ikari and Anko saw Naruto's mature face. Their beloved had returned to them, and in hyperspace more ships of the First Order arrived, among them the other Inquisitors. The ship of the other Inquisitors arrived at the boarding bridge of the Invisible Hand, and the others arrived. An escort of 4 stormtroopers took Naruto out of the ship. The women knelt next to the Inquisitors. Some cried to see him safe and sound. Kushina Mikoto. My love has returned to us. Shizuna Kurenai. Thanks for finding it, I love Naruto, he's back. Kurika's Ashi Katori. He is here, our master has returned. Sum Fumiko. Our love has returned. Kakashi Iruka. Our master will be unstoppable now. Narrator. At that moment 2 ships arrive from hyperspace with speed to the ship the Invisible Hand and land 2 dark figures coming out, and everyone said. All. Lady Circle, Lord Vader, welcome aboard. They pass by without looking at anyone and slowly take off their helmets. They look at the young man nervously. Jiraiya. Here he is, masters, we have brought him, my king, my queen. Padme. My little one, my son, my love, taking his face. You are my son, Anakin, it is him. Anakin. Yes it is, 5 years of searching, and finally we have you, my son, my dear Naruto, my offspring has returned, my son Naruto Skywalker has returned. Yar. My lord, this was found on Master Naruto on the planet. We learned that he had this in his possession, looking angrily at one of the sabers. Padme. They must be shit actioning the 2 sabers, but seeing them, one was red and the other was blue. This must be a mistake. No, my son is a shit, not a GD. Anakin. This is a GD Kyber crystal, but how? Jiraiya. My lord, he was with other GD and a few shit, but we couldn't kill them. His son stopped us all, and this GD trash tried to fight us, but managed to corrupt his crystals to red in the heat of battle. Padme. This must be his doing. Her kunai sabers came out of her clothes and pointed them at the prisoner. Your GD trash dies. They went quickly, but Naruto's sabers were attracted to him, and they stopped centimeters from her at that moment. The Kyber crystal that was blue like Naruto's eyes transformed into intense red, and for a moment everyone saw a dark shift full of hatred and revenge. That's it. Naruto. Leave her, she's mine. Ashoka falling, but he never reached the ground because Padme hugged him and said. Padme. My son is with us, crying with happiness. Take him to a room and take her to a cell. We will talk to her later. Anakin. Did you see that, my love? That was some dark shit. Padme. If you notice, our son is a big shit, he'll soon learn that's all he needs. Narrator. Meanwhile, on the other side of the galaxy, Nair's ship is exiting hyperspace, and everyone is crying because 2 of their companions are missing. Nair. Naruto, Ashoka. No, I didn't lose them because they were my priority. Ha. Albrecht Towler. Friend. No, Naruto. Ilaname. Because they stayed. Kamala Karina. They stayed to prevent us from being killed. Hazuki Kotori. They gave us the opportunity to survive and create a new republic, we have to be strong crying. Narrator. At that moment a voice was heard. You shouldn't get upset, I'm Master Yoda, find a planet, that's what you should do, I'll give you coordinates 345 43 to 56, you have to find the resistance, a long way to go, young Padawans. All, yes Master Yoda. Nair. Well, they should give me the coordinates now they put them in and jumped into hyperspace. Narrator. Well, in the invisible hand Naruto's parents took out a mask and an outfit for their son and took him to a luxurious room where Naruto rests on a bed and left the helmet and his black robe and his clothes of the same color, leaving a red lightsaber that would be his banner they left and the Inquisitors were waiting outside to see their master, but at that moment Anakin says. Anakin. I hope you know your place now, Inquisitors. If you try to do something to my son, I will not hold back from killing you. Lord Vader. Narrator. The Inquisitors left but out of nowhere 11 women appear in the shadows and enter the room, all of them looked at Naruto lasciviously, but they remembered what Lord Vader said, but they admired his body and his face bigger than a young man of approximately 18 years old. Tsunade could not stand it and touched his cheek and he began to wake up, they sank into the metal, seeing Naruto wake up and see the helmet and clothes on the table, was the strange and active saber it was read and looked at. But for a moment. Naruto. Ashoka, where is it? Touching his head, I remember those damn things, but this is a ship and from the logo it's from the First Order, but I should be imprisoned, but no, so where am I? Wait, where are my clothes? What are these shit clothes? But there's nothing else to wear, damn, I didn't want to dress in this, but I have no choice. He took off his torn pants and put on the black clothes, before the eyes of the women who were hidden in the room he took the saber, put it on his waist, and looked at the helmet. If I want to go unnoticed, I'll have to use this, putting on his helmet, opening the door. And he advanced through the corridors of the ship. At that moment a group of stormtroopers followed him as an escort and one said. Stormtrooper. Sir, your parents are waiting for you at the command post. In addition, the prisoner who came with you is sleeping in the cell. Your father requests you in the command room. Are the Inquisitors waiting for you, my lord? They say they are in your rooms to receive your reprimand, my lord. Kylo Ren. Naruto. Kylo Ren. Stormtrooper. Yes, my lord, his father gave him that name when he was his successor to the shit. Naruto. How come my parents are here? Stormtrooper. See me, lord. Naruto. Then take me to them, but first take me to the prisoner, I have to talk to her also. What is your name? Stormtrooper. Yes my lord, that's why my name is Rex, sir. Naruto. Rex, you will be my escort, let's go. Rex. You are my lord. Narrator. In the cells Ashoka wakes up and sees where he is. Ashoka. No Naruto, where are you? At that moment he sees how a hooded man arrives with clone soldiers to his position. Don't tell me you're my jailer, right? Because I won't tell you anything, and tell me where Naruto is, you bastard shit. Rex. Have more respect for Master Kylo Ren, he requested to see you as a GD. At that moment Kylo Ren raises his hand and stops Rex. Yes, my lord. Harem. Open the door, robotic voice sounds. Rex, if my lord opens the door, and from one moment to the next Ashoka is lifted into the air by the force that Kylo Ren uses to his surprise and those present, let's leave it to the master, he will enjoy it, let's close the cell, sir. Harem. Yes, Rex, that's an order, and leave me alone with her. Rex. Yes, I love Kylo Ren. Narrator. She looked at him with contempt while the Inquisitors watched her movements from afar and were upset. At that moment he grabbed her head and at that moment she began to scream and smoke came out of her and said with a mocking tone. Harem. Here's me Ahsoka Tano. Narrator. She crawled to the wall and laughed a little, she raised her face, Naruto put the sabers she and Kylo Ren had on the ground, he said. Harem. Are you ready, my evil princess? She turned around, her eyes had changed and she activated the sabers, they were red like blood and said. Ashoka. See my lord Kylo Ren. Narrator. The Inquisitors looked at each other and Kylo said. Harem. Rex, we're ready, it's time to go see my parents. We have some rebels to eliminate, hahaha. We'll continue. Narrator. Elsewhere the resistance is amazed at the new younglings Luke and Leia, both Yoda are amazed at how much the new GD have grown, and Captain Harlock says. See Harlock. Sir, the Gundam is ready. We await the revolution. Yoda. It's time for the counterattack. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.